Could you have been someone famous in a past life? Certainly. Why not? Here's a couple of things that you can think about that might give you ideas that you might have been somebody famous in a past life. First of all, you could have an unusual obsession with that person. Like if they are a painter or a musician, you have to look at all their paintings. You have to listen to all their music. It's something you want to learn about. You want to learn those techniques. Okay, maybe that's just somebody that you're really interested in. But it goes on. It doesn't stop. And you look in the mirror and you find yourself having the same mannerisms that they have. Maybe they look a certain way and their facial expressions are a certain way, and yours are too. It's not something you're trying to do. You're not trying to copy them. You just have those mannerisms. Yes, that could be you. One thing I find with somebody who's famous in a past life and has come back is that they tend to not feel like the age they're at. So if they're 25 years old, maybe they think that they're 60. They act like a grandma. And I've actually done this with people. And it's because their cell memory is remembering what it felt like to be 60 years old. And they think that way. But it's frustrating because, in fact, they're only 25 years old. And their bodies have only been there 25 years. So they still have a lot of maturing physically and emotionally to do, even though their cells are remembering that past life. I hope I'm not confusing you, because it does kind of make sense. So what do we do about it? How do we find out for sure? So how do we find out for sure if you were a famous person in a past life? Same way I do any other reading. I will ask you questions, and I don't want to know who that person is. You don't tell me. I might mention how they died. I might mention their name. I might mention that they were a painter, that they're obsessed with painting, and just validations the same as I would with anything else. And you can verify that for me. And it usually works. And don't imagine that you're somebody famous. This is something that comes from within. It's something that you just have kind of no control over. So if that's the case, yes, it's very possible you were somebody famous in a past life.